Om Shanti. Today is Sunday, the 11th of August 2024. On this Sunday morning, let us listen to the Avyakta Bap Dada's Murli, which was originally held on 4th of February 2001. Today's Murli, that is of 11th of August 2024, is a revised Murli of 4th of February 2001. The essence of today's Avyakta Murli is: Baba says, according to the time, become a sovereign soul and use all your spiritual facilities at a fast speed. Let's hear the essence once again. Baba says, according to the time, become a self-sovereign and use all your spiritual facilities at a fast speed. Therefore, Baba says, according to the time, become a self-sovereign and use all your spiritual facilities at a fast speed. Om Shanti. Today, Bap Dada is seeing a gathering of his self-sovereign children all over the world. Each one is seen as one who has a right to self-sovereignty, one who is wearing a crown of the light of purity, one who has applied a tilak of the awareness of having all rights and is seated on his immortal throne in the center of his forehead. So what is Bap Dada saying today? Today, Bap Dada is seeing a gathering of his self-sovereign children all over the world. Baba says each one is seen as one who has a right to self-sovereignty, one who is wearing a crown of the light of purity, one who has applied a tilak of the awareness of having all rights and is seated on his immortal throne in the center of his forehead. To the extent that you experience having all rights to self-sovereignty at this time, accordingly, you will claim all rights to the sovereignty of the world in the future. Who am I and what is my future? With your stage of self-sovereignty at this time, each of you can see this for yourself. So what has Bap Dada explained? Who am I and what is my future? These two questions can be answered, Baba says, with your stage of self-sovereignty at this time, each of you can see this for yourself. Bap Dada was seeing the constant stage of self-sovereignty of each child. Baba says, as you perform each action, as you performing a lokik or alokik task, for how long and to what percentage do you constantly experience the intoxication of being one who has all rights to self-sovereignty? Many children remain aware of their self-sovereignty in their thoughts. I am a soul who has all rights. One thing is to have this in your thoughts, to refresh your awareness again and again. I am this. The other is to experience yourself in the form of having all rights and to rule over your senses, your workers, your mind, intellect and sanskars, your cooperative companions, and have the authority to make them work. Baba says it is just as if all of you children experience at every moment that Bap Dada is making you move along according to Srimad, and so all of you do move along according to Srimad. The one who makes everyone move is making you move, and you who move are moving along. O self-sovereign souls, are your senses, that is, your workers, your minds, intellects and sanskars, your cooperative companions, working under your orders in this way? Baba asks, are they working under your orders? All of them. One or two of the senses are not showing any mischievous games, are they? Is your kingdom functioning accurately with love and law? Baba asks, instead of law and order, is it functioning accurately with love and law? Is it functioning well? What do you think? Is it functioning well, or are there sometimes some arguments? Since you say, my hand, my sanskars, my intellect, my mind, do you therefore have all rights over that which is yours? Baba asks. Or is it that sometimes that which is yours has a right over you, and sometimes you have a right over that which is yours? O sovereign souls, according to the time, now constantly and easily be seated on your immortal thrones. Only then can you enable other souls to receive the right to liberation in life or liberation from the Father quickly. So Baba says, O self-sovereign souls, according to the time, now constantly and easily be seated on your immortal thrones. Only then can you enable other souls to receive the right to liberation or liberation in life from the Father quickly. Baba says the call of time is now very fast and unlimited. What you just saw and heard was a small rehearsal. We should remember that this Murli was being held originally in February 2001. You saw the unlimited plan at once, did you not? The crying out is unlimited. That dying is unlimited. Along with those dying, even those who are still alive are dying in distress. Baba asks, what is the duty of you self-sovereign souls at such a time? Check this. For instance, for physical situations, they show you what to do at the time of an earthquake, what to do when there are storms, what to do when there is a fire. In the same way, are all the many facilities that you elevated souls have, all the powers, the power of yoga, the magnet of love, ready for such a time? Do you have all the powers? Baba says, if someone wants the power of peace and you give him some other power, would he be content? For instance, if someone wants water and you give him 36 varieties of food, would he be content? Therefore, become ever ready, not just in becoming bodiless. Therefore, Baba says you are to become that anyway. So, we have to become ever ready, not just in becoming bodiless. However, are you ever ready with all the facilities you have attained with your self-sovereignty and those you have received as an inheritance from God? It isn't, as you hear in the news, that they can only use the machinery that they want when it comes from abroad. Is it? Baba asks. That means that the facilities were not ever ready, were they? That you weren't able to use all the facilities at the time of need. So much damage was caused. Therefore, Baba says, O world benefactors, world transformer souls, are all of your facilities ever ready? Are all of your powers under your orders? As soon as you give an order, that is, as soon as you have the thought to order your decision-making power, then does your decision-making power become present in less than a second? To the self-sovereign with all the rights present, is everything in such order? Baba asks. Or does it take a minute to bring this into yourselves and it is only then that you are able to donate to others? What would happen if you are unable to donate to others what they want at that time? All of you children have these thoughts in your hearts. What is going to happen in the future? What do we have to do? Plenty will happen. So Baba says plenty will happen. You were told that this is just a rehearsal. This is just a small bell for the preparation of 6 months. So Baba says this is just a small bell for the preparation of 6 months. The big bell hasn't rung yet. First, the big bell will ring and then the drums will beat. So what will happen? First, the big bells will ring and then the drums will beat. Will you be afraid? Baba asks us, will you be a little afraid? What form has been portrayed of the souls who are the embodiments of power? The Shakti form includes the form of the Pandavas as well as the Shaktis. So the Shakti form includes the form of the Pandavas as well as the Shaktis. Some Shaktis have 4 arms, some have 6 arms, some have 8 arms and some have 16 arms. So Baba is talking us through about the various Shaktis and their forms. Baba says some Shaktis have 4 arms, some have 6 arms, some have 8 arms and some have 16 arms. They are not shown to be ordinary. These arms are a symbol of all the powers. So Baba clarifies that the Shaktis which have got various different arms are all a symbol of all the powers. Therefore, make all the powers that you have attained from the Almighty Authority emerge. Don't think that they will emerge when the time comes, but use all the different powers throughout the day and then just see. To what extent do you put the first practice of all into your activity, that of self-sovereignty? So Baba asks, to what extent do you put the first practice of all into your activity, that of self-sovereignty? Not, I am a soul, a master anyway, but be the master and issue an order and check whether every sense is working with the love and law of you, their king. So Baba is asking us to issue an order and check whether every sense is working with the love and law of you, that is their king. If you give an order to become Manmanabhav and your mind goes towards negative and wasteful thoughts, then is this love and law? Baba asks. You give an order that you are to become an embodiment of sweetness, but because of some problems and adverse situations, there is not a great form of anger, but a subtle force or irritation, then is this in order? Is this in order? Baba repeats. Baba now gives us an example. You give yourself an order to be humble, but according to the atmosphere, you ask yourself, for how long must I continue to be suppressed? I must do something. Do I have to remain suppressed? Do I have to die? Is it I who has to change? So, is this love and order? This is why, before you have mercy for the world and for sorrowful souls who are crying out, each of you must have mercy on yourself. So Baba says, you must have mercy for your own self before you have it for the world. Look after your rights. As you progress further, you will have to carry out a lot of work of giving sakash, of giving vibrations, and of creating an atmosphere with your thoughts. Baba says you were told earlier that up to now, whoever is an instrument for whatever service has to be done, you are doing that very well and will continue to do so. However, now, according to the time, there is a need for unlimited service to be done at a fast speed. Therefore, now, first of all, check every day. What do we check? To what extent do I have self-sovereignty? Baba says, first of all, now check every day. To what extent do I have self-sovereignty? Each soul is the master who makes his senses work. Be an embodiment of this awareness. I, the master, am making these cooperative companions do everything. So, what should we become? We should be an embodiment of this awareness that I, the master, am making these cooperative companions do everything. When you have the intoxication of that form of yours, then all these senses will automatically say, yes, my Lord, present my Lord in front of you. You won't have to make effort. So therefore, Baba says, today, finish all waste thoughts. Today, finish all sanskars. Today, make your decision-making power emerge. Baba says, all your physical senses and your mind, intellect and sanskars will do whatever you want at once. So, what should we do? We should give ourselves the awareness that from today, finish all waste thoughts, finish all sanskars. From today, make your decision-making power emerge. Baba says, all your physical senses and your mind, intellect and sanskars will do whatever you want at once. You now say, Baba, as yet, I haven't done as much as I want to. Then you will say, I have easily been able to do that what I wanted. Therefore, do you understand what you have to do? Use the fruits of your rights practically. Baba says, order your sanskars. Why do your sanskars order you? Baba asks, why do your sanskars order you? Why don't your sanskars finish? Your sanskars are bound to your orders. Bring about your authority of being their master. So, there is a very, 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 very great need to serve others Baba has repeated this 4 times. Baba says there is a very, 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 very great need to serve others. This is nothing. Very delicate times are yet to come. At such times, you will become angels, and with your flying stage, you will go all around and give peace to those who want peace, happiness to those who want happiness, contentment to those who want contentment. You will go around in your angelic forms and give Sakash, and they will experience this. It will be just as they now experienced receiving water and their thirst was quenched. They received food and tents. They received support. So at that time they would experience receiving peace from angels, receiving power, receiving happiness. In this way, the vehicle of your subtle body, which is your final stage, your powerful stage, will become your final vehicle. So what is Baba saying? In this way, by giving Sakash to others, the vehicle of your subtle body, which is your final stage, your powerful stage, will become your final vehicle. Then, while going around in all directions, you will give everyone powers. You will give them facilities. Does this form of yours come in front of you? Baba asks us. Let it emerge, says Baba. So many angels are touring around. They are giving Sakash. Only then can it be said, like you sing in one of those songs, the Shaktis have come. The Almighty Authority will automatically be revealed through the Shaktis. Did you hear this? According to the time, whatever you have done and whatever has happened is the best of all. Now, in the future, something even better is going to happen. Baba says, now in future, something even better is to happen. Acha, you were not afraid, were you? You weren't afraid on hearing and seeing this news, were you? This is nothing. You have everything and this is nothing. However, they are your brothers and sisters, and it is therefore good to serve them. Now, self-sovereigns, remain seated on your immortal thrones. Don't fluctuate. Then even the government will have the visions. Baba says, don't fluctuate. Then even the government will have visions. These are the ones. These are the ones. These are the ones. Don't get off your thrones. Don't let go of your rights. Use your rights all the time. Baba says, only on yourself. Don't use your rights on others. Acha. Many new children have also come. There has to be growth. Those who have come here for the first time in this cycle, raise your hands. You have done well. You were courageous and came, and so you have arrived here. Those who remained here were sitting there and nothing happened. So Baba says courage is very essential. When you have courage in any task, then understand that you will be successful. So Baba says, when you have courage in any task, then understand that you will be successful. When you lack courage, you will then lack success. Therefore, have courage and be fearless. Don't be fearful of what is happening. Someone is dying and you are becoming afraid. Remain fearless. It is good to give them the cooperation of peace. Give that soul cooperation with feelings of mercy. Don't become afraid. Baba says fear is the greatest evil spirit of all. Other spirits can be removed, but it is very difficult to remove the evil spirit of fear. There can be fear of anything, not only fear of dying. There can be fear of many things. The easy way to become fearless when it comes to all the many different types of fear, even the fear of your own weakness, is to have a constantly clean and honest heart. So Baba says the Guru Mantra, the easy way to become fearless when it comes to all the many different types of fear, even the fear of your own weakness, is to have a constantly clean and honest heart. Then there will never be any fear. There is definitely something merged in your heart that causes you fear. Baba says, when you have a clean and honest heart, then the Lord is pleased and everyone else is pleased. Acha, to the new children who have come here, congratulations for having attained your godly fortune in this new life. Acha. Many children have come from abroad. Those from abroad, raise your hand. There are nearly 700 from abroad. Welcome, welcome. So this time it was the turn of Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh to serve. Baba says, those from Maharashtra, raise your hands. There are 4,000 who have come. 4 times multi-million congratulations to the 4,000. You have done well. Each group has the speciality of their own service, because before you even do service, you receive a golden chance to come close to the family. You do receive this chance, do you not? Otherwise, who would ask whether it is Maharashtra or Andhra? So, Baba says, before even you do service, you receive a golden chance to come close to the family. Otherwise, who would ask whether it is Maharashtra or Andhra? However, by taking this special chance to do service, you come in front of the family, the dadis and dadas, and you also experience happiness. Why do you experience happiness? What is the reason for this? How many do you serve at your centers? At the most, you would serve about 50 to 100. However, when you serve here, you serve thousands, meaning in Madhuban. In return for serving thousands, you receive blessings from everyone. You have done very good service. You have done very good service. Blessings emerge from everyone. Those blessings give you happiness at the present time, and secondly, they are also accumulated. There is double benefit. So how is it double benefit? Baba says those blessings give you happiness at the present time, and secondly, they are also accumulated. Those who served received the fruit of that service in the form of happiness and also accumulated that in their account. Therefore, there is double benefit. The majority of the zones has now learnt everything very well. You have developed the practice. You did well. Congratulations. There is a surrender ceremony of 100 Kumaris. Acha, 100 Kumaris, stand up. Look, everyone. Show them all on the TV screen. It is good. You are all surrendered anyway. However, you are firmly stamped with surrender. This stamp of the Almighty Government cannot be erased. This is firm, is it not? Says Baba. Is it firm? Are you sure? Those who think that this is a very, very, very firm promise, wave your hands. Is it very firm? It is Maharashtra. They will show some greatness, because Maharashtra means a great Rashtra. Very good. Many, many multi-million and billion-fold congratulations and greetings from Bap Dada. Acha. Now, in a second, become angels and go and spread the sakash of peace, power and contentment with your flying stage to wherever the earthquake took place. Go and tour there and come back in a second. All of you go and tour there and come back. Acha. Then drill was conducted. To all the self-sovereign children in this land and abroad who are present in their angelic forms, to those who constantly make their physical and subtle cooperative workers, their cooperative companions, work with love and law, to those who constantly keep the spiritual facilities they have attained from the Father ever ready, to each of you souls who, as a king, experiences all rights of your kingdom, to the souls who are embodiments of power and with their flying stage continue to give sakash everywhere with their angelic forms, to the world benefactor and world transformer souls who constantly have clean and honest hearts and remain fearless, to those who experience themselves to be in the incorporeal stage, Bap Dada's love, remembrance and namaste. And we, the spiritual children, also say namaste to our spiritual father. Now, Baba addresses the dadis. All of you are happy, are you not, that your instrument dadis and dadas have come in front? Or do you also want to come here? It is better to be in front. Baba looks at those in front of him more. Here he has to turn his face around, whereas he constantly keeps looking at those who are in front of him. Now Baba is speaking to Jagdish Bhai. Acha, is everything all right? The best thing is that you have surrendered yourself to the Father with your body. In fact, you have given everything to the Father. You have given it, have you not? Or do you still have to give it? All of you instrument souls have given it, and this is why they are following you in the corporeal form. Seeing the Maharathis in the corporeal form, everyone receives power. So, what is this whole group? It is a source of power. You are this, are you not? Dadi Janki said, the one who is making us move is very entertaining. Baba says, if he weren't the great entertainer, how could so much growth have taken place? The Father says, those who are moving along are even cleverer than the Father. Acha. All of you constantly sing the one line in your hearts, My Baba or Mera Baba. All of you know how to sing this song, do you not? Do you know how to sing the song My Baba? It is easy, is it not? As soon as you say mine, you make him belong to you. The Father says, children are even cleverer than the Father. Why? Because you have bound God. Now Baba speaks to Dadi Janki. You have bound him, have you not? Therefore, is the one who binds others powerful, or the one who becomes bound? Who is more powerful? The one who became tied simply showed you the way, that if you tie him in this way, he will become bound. Acha. Today's blessing. May you consider yourself to be an instrument and remain free from waste thoughts or a wasteful attitude and become a world benefactor. Blessing once again. Baba says, may you consider yourself to be an instrument and remain free from waste thoughts or a wasteful attitude and become a world benefactor. Baba explains, I am an instrument for the task of becoming world benefactor. Baba says, I am an instrument for the task of performing world benefit. Remain aware of this responsibility. Which responsibility? I am an instrument for the task of performing world benefit. Baba says, remain aware of this responsibility and you will never have any waste thoughts or a wasteful attitude for yourself or others. Responsible souls cannot have a single thought that is not beneficial. They cannot have a wasteful attitude for even a second because the atmosphere is created with their attitude and they therefore automatically have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. Baba says responsible souls cannot have a single thought that is not beneficial. They cannot have a wasteful attitude for even a second because the atmosphere is created with their attitude and they therefore automatically have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. Finally, the slogan for today, the power of ignorance is anger and the power of knowledge is peace. Let's hear the wonderful slogan again. Baba says, the power of ignorance is anger and the power of knowledge is peace. Acha, Om Shanti.